Hello, party people. Hello, it's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I am back here today, and I'm so grateful. But I'm back here today to do more missing link. More missing link today. So if you've been following along with us, you know that we are doing most of these skills together. If you have ever felt intimidated or like people seem to just know how to do these things, that's not true. The people who are doing these links and stuff and writing these books and having all these wonderful jewelry experiences is because they've learned these skills and they've practiced these skills, and some of them invented skills, and we are going to learn them together because that's what we do here. We're pack builders. We want everybody to be successful in their jewelry that they're making, and this is one way to do it. So let me just give you a little background on this. I always feel like, oh, I'm going to read that book. I'm going to do all the skills in that book. I'm going to practice all those skills, and I'm going to make all those projects, and I buy the book. And then the book, I like flip through it, and I'm like, oh, but there's so many other things I have to do. And then it just sits there. So I'm like, not today, y'all, not today. We do missing link. We've done quite a few projects already. I think this is like an 18 or 19. Might be 19. I think this is the 19th link that we've done. So I'm feeling pretty confident about that. The one we're going to do today, y'all, is the birthday bow. This is the birthday bow. Birthday bow. So this is what it says. If you are following along at home, this is on page 57. Let's get down to the mat. Get this party started. It's a birthday party. Alrighty, here we are on the mat. This is the birthday bow. So what we need for this link, it says we need 4.5 18 gauge sterling silver filled dead soft wire. Well, we don't have sterling silver. Let's see what we have for 18 gauge. What do we got for 18 gauge? Here we got some 18 gauge. Okay, we got silver. We got some silver 18 gauge. So this is actually some leftover 18 gauge from Just James Bead Camp. So we're going to use that. 2.5 inches of 16 gauge. Oh, well, I guess we better say we got 16 gauge. I assume in the same color. We do. 16 gauge. Also in silver. Check. Okay, flat nose plier. Flat nose plier. Round nose plier. I use Shannon's round nose plier today because I don't know where all mine went. Stepped bail forming plier. That is this guy. Flush cutter. Rawhide, chasing hammer. I couldn't find that last week. Got that. Rawhide mallet. Do not have a rawhide mallet, but I have this one. Steel bench block. Liver of sulfur, which we're not going to use. Steel wool we're not going to use. Rotary tumbler we're not going to use. But we do have a ruler. Okay? So, that is what it says that we need. This is a moderate skill level. And it says tips. Add extra appeal to this link by using a wire in contrasting color. Oh, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered if we didn't have silver. in the spiral or adding texture for the curves of the bow with the chasing hammer. Okay. All right. So let's just see what they want us to do. So here we go. Let me zoom you in a little smidge. All right. Here we go, birthday bow. So here we are. Figure 1. Grasp the end of the 16 gauge wire with the 8.5 millimeter barrel of the bail forming pliers and form a simple loop. Okay. Got it. Repeat that step with the other end of the wire, making the loop on the opposite direction, making a figure 8. Okay. Work hard in the link. La-ti-da. Okay. Flatten each side of the curve slightly with the chasing hammer on the bench block. Make a 90-degree bend in the 18 gauge wire with the chain nose pliers. 2 1/4 form one end of the wire. Figure 4. 3. Okay. Figure 4. Hold the wire upright with the tail pointing down. Hold the round nose pliers parallel to the vertical wire. Grasp the corner of the horizontal wire with the tip of the round nose plier and make a small loop, which will be the beginning of the spiral. Okay, I like spirals. Spirals are pretty good. Grasp the loop with the chain nose plier and continue making the spiral until it's 3 1/8 inch or 1 centimeter of horizontal wire remains. Oh, remains. Okay. Bend the tail under the spiral with the chain nose plier and trim. Okay, so that is figure 5. No. Place the spiral on the center of the figure 8 link. Wrap the tail wires around the middle of the link. This is where I was wondering, how are they going to get this little rosette onto this link? Pass once each way through the spiral. Pull the wire tightly. Trim the wires on the underside of the link. Hammer the spiral with the chasing plier to flatten. Okay. Okay, we're going to try it. Ready? Is everybody ready? Here we go. So, the end of the 16 gauge wire. Okay, 16 gauge. Here we go. So it says over here, for the 16 gauge, we need 2.5 inches of the 16 gauge. So, let's just get that out of here. 2.5 inches. This is 2.5 inches of wire of the 16 gauge. And I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to move my book out of the way. But I'm going to keep it handy because there's a lot of instructions here. Let me get my bead mat. Oh boy. Okay, here we are with our 2.5 inches. Oh. Crash. Crash. Drop the book. Okay. Grasp the end of the 16 gauge wire with the 8.5 millimeter barrel of the bail forming pliers and form a simple loop. Okay. This is not a bail making plier. Did it say bail making plier? Okay, wait. I'm like, wait, I already have questions. This is a bail making plier. See how it has 1, 2. But in there it did not say bail making plier. It said stepped. Oh, stepped or bail making plier. Okay. Well, we have both, so we'll just use both because I have both. So that's this one. It's the bigger guy, I believe. So form a simple loop. Okay. So forming a simple loop, wait a minute, I gotta go this way. Forming a simple loop, okay. for this link. Okay, simple loop. Got it? Form a simple loop. Repeat this step 1 with the other end of the wire, making the loop in the opposite direction, forming a figure 8. Okay, so this is what I have. So now they want it to go in the opposite direction to form a figure 8. Feel like that's not going to be enough wire. I mean, oh, maybe it is. All right. Okay. So there is my figure 8. Looking pretty good. Okay. Now, it says repeat step 1, so we get your figure 8. Work hard in the link by hammering gently with the rawhide mallet on the bench block, concentrating on the center. Okay. Okay, okay. All right. Like I said, I don't have a rawhide mallet, so we're going to use this, like, plastic one. Concentrating on the center. I don't know exactly how we're supposed to concentrate on the center, but we're work hardening nonetheless. Okay. Flatten each side of the curve slightly with the chasing hammer on the bench block. Oh, okay. Close any gaps in the circle with the flat nose plier. All right. Here, silly me thought we were done with this, but okay. So now I got my chasing hammer. So now it says focus on the outside. Okay, and close up any gaps with the chain nose. All right. Okay, so this is what I got. I think it looks pretty good. It's a little bit kind of wonkety, but still pretty good. Okay. Making that, oh, okay, now we're switching to 18. We're switching to 18 gauge wire. And for this we need 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches. What is this? Okay. Okay. Let me get my little wire straightener out here. See if I can't fix this up. So if you've never seen one of these are from Beading. And this is a wire straightener. You're supposed to run it through there and be able to straighten out your wire by wrapping it around so that you don't have to waste as much. This end is a little wonky, but it looks pretty good. Okay. So this is probably where we're going to get our 4.5 inches. Okay, 4.5. Okay, 4.5 inches of 18. Check. Now it says, make a 90-degree bend in the 18 gauge wire with the chain nose pliers, 2 1/4 inches from one end of the wire. Okay, 2 1/4 inches. 2 1/4, which is about right here. Okay, make a 90-degree bend. Okay, so this is a 90-degree bend. Looks like so. This is 2 1/4 inches, 90-degree bend. Okay. Check. Hold the wire upright with the tail pointing down. Hold the round nose pliers parallel to the vertical wire. Grasp the corner of the horizontal wire with the tip of the round nose plier and make a small loop. This will be the beginning of the spiral. Okay, so we got our round nose plier. I assume that this part is the tail, the part that is not measured. That would make sense, right? With one tail pointing down. Hold the round nose pliers parallel to the vertical wire. Parallel to the vertical wire. Parallel to the vertical wire. Okay. These guys right here, they're doing see this? I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to go. Half right here. Okay, of the 18 gauge. And then they said up here that it's supposed to be 2 1/4 is where we make the 90-degree bend in this piece of wire. Okay, so 2 1/4, I'm going to measure from the bottom, which is about right here, and do a 90-degree angle. Okay, 90-degree angle. Check. Now, what I did to do this, I think, was I got right up here with my round nose, and Jake's making a funny noise. And so there's kind of like, so there's this curve, and I bent down, okay, I bent it down like this, down some more, so that it almost looked like a bobby pin. Down some more, and then around on that curve, so that we basically almost have a twist. This is what I did. Is this correct? I don't know. But then, once I had this like kind of twist up in the wire, I then went ahead and just bent that down the way it was supposed to originally have been. And then I'm going to start my spiral with this loop that I have on top. So I'm going to get a hold of that. I'm going to get a hold of that loop. And to start spiraling, I'm going to bring a little bit around and move my plier. Bring a little bit around, move my plier. Bring a little bit more, move the plier. Keep going like that. I gotta get on the other side of this pin because it's in my way, so I'm just gonna keep going till I gotta switch up again. Now, is this right? I don't know. This is what I'm doing. You do what you want. So I'm just keep going around. I think this is right. I think this is how we're supposed to be going. Now, just spiraling. I like spirals. Okay, now I don't know how much we're supposed to do, so I don't want to do too much. But here, again, is flat on top. Flat on top. Okay, so that's what I got. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I have 2 of those. I hope that is correct because I have 2 of them. Let's move on. Okay, round nose plier, parallel. Okay, grasp the corner of the horizontal wire with the tip of the round nose plier and make small loop. Begin the spiral. Okay, grasp the loop with the chain nose pliers and continue making the spiral until it is 3/8 or 1 centimeter of horizontal wire remaining. 3/8. Let me just consult my graph Jeff made me about the 3/8. Where did I put that graph? Oh. 3/8. This is the little line. And so this is a 1/2 inch. So it's this one. Okay. See, I knew that graph was going to come in handy. So so this is 1/2 inch here. It's not the one right next to it, but the one after that. That's 3/8. So this horizontal wire is supposed to be 3/8 inches long. And mine is about a 1/2 turn short, or 1/2 turn too long. So I'm going to go another little 1/2 turn on my spiral. Then yeah, I would say that that is correct. 3/8. Okay. Okay. 3/8 inches long. Got it. Check. 3/8 inches. Okay. Bend the tail under the spiral with the chain nose pliers and trim. Trim the tail under the spiral. Wait. Bend the tail under the spiral with the chain nose pliers and trim. Okay, I have questions. Bend it? How? Just bend it? Okay. I'm just gonna bend it. I don't know. They said bend it. I'm bending it. This is what I'm doing. I'm just bending it under. All the way across, I guess. I don't know. It does not. There's no instruction for that. So then I'm going to trim it off. I'm going to trim it next to the tail. This is what I did. Is this correct? I don't know. You see him there? Jakey, I'm making a video. I bent it and trim it off, I guess they said. Okay. Place the spiral on the center of the figure 8 link. Wrap the tail wire around the middle of the link, passing once on each side of the spiral. Is there a photo? This is the photo. Okay. Let's see. Trim the wire on the underside of the link. Okay, so place this in the center. Okay, and then, so this is, I'm just putting it where it like fits, where I feel like it fits comfortably with everything. So that's what I'm doing. And center the figure 8 link. Wrap the tail wire around the middle of the link. Okay, the middle of the link, so around everything. So I'm just wrapping it across. You can see I just wrapped it across the whole works there. Passing once on each side of the spiral. Once on each side of the spiral. Okay, so I think they want us to go back up around the top. So we gotta get it under this side. Oh, okay. Let me get my chain nose out here. Get a little something. And then we're gonna go across the back again. And this time we're gonna go on the other side of the spiral, which is this side. Okay. Okay. Oh. I feel like as I'm tugging on this, it's kind of like not being in the middle. But now I'm back to the back. Pull the wire tightly with the chain nose pliers as you wrap. Oh, good, because that's what I was doing. It's kind of a hot mess here in the back. The top looks nice. But as I was pulling, I feel like it got a little wonky. I'm going to try to maybe straighten that out a little bit. And kind of just make it tighter. I'm just going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. And, no, that's making it worse. Okay, don't do that. Trim the wire on the underside of the link. So it doesn't say tuck it or do nothing. It just says trim it. So I'm going to trim it off. All right. So I have trimmed it. It's just there. I mean, the top looks nice. It's a little bit off center. I would like to get this one wire a little tucked in a little more. Just so it's a little, I feel like that wire is sticking out a little bit. Okay. And then kind of just, alright. Okay. Hammer the spiral with the chasing hammer on the bench block to flatten slightly and secure. Does not have a photo of that, but we're going to do that. Okay. Okay, so I'm hoping, chasing hammer they said, I'm hoping that I'm just going to hit this. Let me just go this way first. So I put it face down, and I'm hoping this is going to kind of like squish it. Oh boy. OSHA does not approve of that. Okay. I'm going to hold on to it. Ever so slightly. I'm going to do little taps. Little taps. Because I want to get my finger. Oh, okay. So this is going pretty well. This part right here is my underside. That came out a little bit. I tuck that right back in. And everything feels good. Can you see me? You can see me? Everything here feels nice. It is getting flattened. It doesn't feel sharp, so that is good. I think I will do one on the top here. Just a little. I know sometimes people are like, you can hit it more than that, but I am afraid I want to hit it too much. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. Let's see if there's more instructions. Oxidize the link with liver of sulfur and buff the excess oxidation with steel wool, tumble to work, harden, and polish. Well, we are not doing any of those things, but, okay. I think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty dang good, I think. I was a little scared of the back, but the back is fine. It doesn't feel pokey once you smash it with a hammer. Jake's bumping my lights. Jakey, stop that. These thunder pets, I tell you what. So yeah, I'm feeling very good about this. I don't know if I can give you a look. There you go. A moderate link. I made a moderate link. Second one now. This is the second moderate link I've made. I am pretty dang happy about it. Awesome. Okay, guys. So this is the link. And of course I will get a few photos for you here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, amazing, spectacular beading day. If you try this, please let your girl know. Leave a comment. Let me know you tried it. That's really helpful. Excuse me, for me to continue on doing these videos for us, because, you know, I sometimes you just don't want to be like, is anybody out there? Does anybody care about this? But yeah, if you try it, let me know. I would love to see also photos in our Thunderhorse Descendant group if you would like to come over there and post some. Maybe you use it in a project. I think I'm going to try to use it in a project. I don't know what project, but I'm going to try and see what we get. So if you come on over to the Thunderhorse Descendant Facebook group, we have a business page and a Facebook group. You can find us there. Post your photos for the missing link and the bargain bead box and the, you know, all the different things. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.